You mean?
It's mostly up here where
I know, but you gotta start at the bottom. That way we can
Ouch.
come down in it. It's not naughty. Lean back a little bit. It's coming out pretty easy, Kylie.
Is it? I can't see what I'm doing from.
Here, you just gotta do basically the sides. Some chocolate chip cookies.
I don't have cookies. Hey. So, for all the haters talking shit, it took me and my mom literally freaking 10 minutes 10 minutes. Boom. Got my hair fixed. And yet, y'all were talking about, you think that's cute? Yeah, I do, because it's literally fixable. Huh? For what? Hold on, y'all. I was putting my laundry away. The other house I was at was a friend of mine's. That wasn't a permanent solution. Are we gonna keep bringing up the fact that I don't see my kids? Like, do you not ever think, like, that might be hurtful? Or do you do it to just be plain ignorant? Genuine question. Like, I don't fucking talk about yours. I don't give a shit who you were answering. They're not your fucking questions to answer. Nor is it your situation to tell. That's how shit gets misconstrued. And how rumors get started. I didn't lose my kids. That's the fucking thing. Again, for the 18th millionth time, because people don't know how to stay in their lane. I never lost custody. I never gave up my rights. My rights as a parent never got revoked. I did not lose custody. CPS did not take them, and they did not go into foster care. I'm just not allowed to see them because the person who has them has a protection order against me. Not that there is a protection order against me for my kids. No. It's the other parent that has them has a protection order against me. I didn't lose my kids. And Haley Lynn Thomas, as I just stated, I didn't lose them. Same thing, you're a danger to your children, basically. No, actually, I'm not a danger to my children because my children were not listed on the order, and there was nothing violent or physical that I did. All I did was violate a protection order. Nowhere on that paper does it say I'm a danger to my children. Anywhere, on any of the papers. Yeah, Flower Power, were you there? You weren't there. You weren't my caseworker. You weren't the police officer that arrested me for a non-violent crime, which is why it doesn't have a violent crime on my record. When you look up my arrests, it's not a violent crime. It's not like I went up in there and started fucking shit up. Then it would be considered a violent crime. But I wasn't violent. Hey! Where the kids are and where you are says enough. It's not my fault that you have your head shoved up H's ass so damn far. You don't know the difference between abuse and normal. And if you think my child or my children being in a home where their father pulls their fucking hair is okay, let me come to your house and fucking pull your hair. Let me punch you in the chest. Let me put the seat all the way back on your legs because I'm pushing into the seat trying to adjust myself in my car seat. Let me do all that to you. But yeah, they're so safe where they're at. I ain't never. He literally said one day, I'm going to put thumbtacks on the back of my seat so that when they try to adjust themselves, they hurt themselves so maybe they won't do it again and push into my back on my seat. Who the fuck says that? I'll wait a day in my fucking life. And the amount of times where the kids have been, like pressing on the seat, on the back of his seat, and take the seat all the way back and lay on the kid's legs. Real fast and hard. His entire body weight. That is a 6 foot, 200 and something fucking pound man putting all of his fucking body weight on a fucking 3-year-old child. It's all been reported, but the state of Florida decided to not read the files from the state of Delaware and grant him a protection order. And nor did the state of Delaware decide to go and look at the file or the court order that was just approved for me to get a protection order against him prior to him getting one against me. The justice system, plain and fucking simple, failed me. Why have you not filed? I have tried. I can't file anything against him as of right now. I can't even file a protection order against him because he's fucking harassing the fuck out of me. Calling me, trying to text me, this, that, and the other. I can't do nothing about it. He went on live the other day saying, I call her and harass her because I can. Because nobody can do anything about it. Said that blatantly on a live in front of God knows how many people. Does that sound like somebody who needs a protection order? Cause sure shit don't to me. That sounds like somebody who's abusing the power of the justice system to get away with doing some grimy ass shit. Period. And no matter how many times I've called the police, I've called them. At this point, I think they think that I'm fucking joking. Like I don't want to keep calling them to a point where they don't take me serious anymore. And what if he shows up? And, like, I really need their help. Yeah, I have proof. I am aware that there's a thing where you can get the recording of someone's every live, but I don't have the money to pay for that. And you have to pay for it. So. Kids are not in the protection order, no. I have the protection order in my possession as of right now. You have the live video of him saying that? Because I need it for court. Like, I really do. Like, I'm going to have you email it to me. So I can email it to, because I'm sorry. You're not going to sit here and abuse the fucking power of the fucking law. And then blatantly, on a live video, sit and say, oh, I'm harassing her because I can, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. What the fuck kind of sick individual sits there and says some... Like, what? Crazy cat lady, not everyone is physically able to help. I have family members, but, like, my mom can't have the kids come here, so, like... If the kids are in the protection order because he is the one who has custody of them, therefore all communication would have to go through him. Does that make sense? Therefore, that would be a violation of the protection order, and I'm not... I haven't seen them since the 24th of October. Okay, so when I went to jail, I saw my CPS worker one time, and that was for her to come and give me the drug test. That was completely clean, except for the THC at the time. And she was like, I'll talk to you when you get out. Okay. So, I'm assuming she knew when I got out, but I never got a call. I never received, like, a call from her. And so, like, since I went to jail, I've kind of been in the dark about the whole, everything that's going on. Like, completely and utterly confused. You look easy to cheat on respectfully. Oh, that's nice. Why would a mother not have custody of her kids? So sad. There's many reasons. Maybe that mother wasn't able to support her child at the time and gave up her rights voluntarily. Or maybe she had an addiction at the time and couldn't properly care for her children. Or Maybe she was homeless and the state deemed her unfit to be able to care for her children. Instead of thinking negatively, how about you ask instead of assuming? Fuck. She did say something negative. She said, and it wasn't even a question, it was, why would a mother not have custody of her kids? So sad. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So I took that wrong. I don't think I took that wrong. I took it exactly how it was meant. I don't think so, guys. Hold on. You read it and you see how. I'm doing what I need to do, y'all. Like, but yeah, it is sad though. Okay, so I can genuinely say that sometimes I take things wrong. I just have never seen her comment anything else. So, like, I'm kind of like on the fence of, well, I've never seen you in here before or comment anything else. So, you know, I don't know why you can't pin. Well, I was in jail when the whole CPS thing got started. I'm in a completely different state as well. I've called CPS and I've asked a couple times for somebody to call me back. And I have not received a call back yet. Ashley, why are you saying Osceola? My mom has health issues and she can't handle helping take care of them. I am in a different state than the father. My next steps are to continue getting a job or continue trying to get a job. Osceola High School? Is that what you're saying? Like Osceola High School? Or, like, do you have a child that goes to, like, Osceola? Because you might have saw me. That's the district my kids go to. No. St. John's. I need to get a job first. I need a source of consistent income that I can save up for the next 6 months till July and not use any of. You know? And I feel like if I save up 6 months worth, I'll have a decent little bit to fall on getting a place, keeping the place, and getting everything like turned on, like electric and water. And I'm only gonna get Wi-Fi. Yes, I am in a different state. You're passing a kidney stone? Ugh, I felt that. I did that 2 weeks ago, y'all, was it? You feel like you're not being told the whole story. Well, that's funny because the whole story literally played out on live, basically over the course of 2 months. So, nothing that I'm saying is a lie or false or not the whole truth. So what do you want to know that you feel is not being told?
Girl, these people are all up in your business. Like, you could be famous off of a book of your life. Like, if you wrote a book about every little thing about your life, you would have like so much fans.
Yes, I do live near Walmart, and I've definitely had put my name in for the temp agencies that do the factories, so basically I gotta wait for them to call me on that if they get a job in.
Girl, these kidney stones ain't no joke.
Days of our lives. What did you say? You guess you were wrong.
Cause
Wrong
she
about
sits
what?
on live. Cause she sits on live all day, showing her live to everyone.
Because she sits on live all day showing her life to everyone. Okay, and is it your
Okay,
life?
you're getting muted. Sorry.
Go work for Amazon. You probably deliver my presents. Thank you.
People
See
don't
how humble
realize
I
that
was
you.
about that? Like, I could have been real rude.
People
And I
don't
was so nice
realize.
about it. I said, you probably deliver my presents.
People don't realize that you come on live
I
because
made
like
sure to say thank you this year for all the delivery drivers because y'all got a $5 bonus.
Mm.
Every thank you got for the Christmas season.
Can we stop asking about
It is whack. I don't know why he got them. I guess because he had a job and looked more financially stable, but always on the phone to my mom talking about, I don't have anything to feed them. But then on the fucking back end asking for fucking $20 so he can go get the McDonald's. How about you go get some pasta sauce and some spaghetti and make Getty? Like, fuck.
Guess what I'm making for supper tonight? Steaks, corn on the cob, and some fries.
I'm gonna have to be like, look, I want some fucking details about my kid's fucking case, and if I don't get it, I'm gonna get a lawyer, and you're gonna
Yeah, you
forcefully
need
give it
for
to me.
CPS. You need to stay on top of them because they.
I told them that they couldn't come in, and then one time, and then fucking Doofenshmirtz, Dr. fucking Doofenshmirtz got home and let the motherfuckers in. Well, I took that time to clean up. My house wasn't dirty or nothing, but like, I took the time to clean up.
Dyson said you have to demand shit, like ask for a supervisor. She sounds like she's been through, like what you've been through.
Pickable pebble pickable.
What? Pickles.
Pickable pebble pads.
Pickles. You have 10 followers. Be fucking for real. Don't start arguing in this chat.
I'm gonna ask to speak to a fucking supervisor is what I'm gonna fucking ask to do.
Pickable pebble pads.
I ain't speaking to no motherfucking case manager. I want the fucking supervisor.
Hi,
Hello.
Kid. I'm not gonna be up here but a second. Obviously, with you, how old are you? Can I ask?
I'm 26.
So I mean, like, I was in addiction for 15 years. A little over 2 years sober. Been to jail, been to prison. Throughout those 15 years, you name it, I've been through the ringers. Of course, I've had my run-ins and everything else with CPS. You have to stay on them. You have to demand answers. When one person like tells you, "Oh, just wait, I'll call you back." If they don't call you back by that day, the next day you go above their head. Like you have to go above and beyond. They are going to
Thank you
try
for
to
the
like
cats.
they CPS, like they swear they're for us, but like you'll find the right one in between. But like they I don't know
Like
the story behind you. I've seen
my
you
last
here and
case
there.
manager, she was like, my sole purpose is to not remove the kids. It's to make sure that you're in a position to be able to take care of your kids and that you have everything that you need.
So why can't the kids be at your mom's? Just curious, or do you not talk about that?
Health issues, and we're not like, it's not big enough here.
Okay. Listen, again, due to, when I was in addiction and I used to deal with these people off and on, I never lost rights to my kids. I still have all rights. I did move away whenever I came to treatment. I just got home from seeing my kids, and I am moving home as soon as I'm approved.
Right.
I have a lot, like I stayed up nights on the days on into the ends, especially when I was studying the law.
So your
and, like,
mom sucks, bro?
I pretty much
It's
know
not
the
her
ins and
mom's
outs of
fault.
CPS. Now I know
Her
all
mom
states are
has
different.
health problems. Like,
The
we're gonna
last
mute
thing you
it.
want to have to do is get a lawyer to fight, like, because it's going to cost thousands upon thousands upon thousands. And thousands, man. Like, there people spend thousands. So you're in a different state, right? That's where I don't know how the visitations would work.
Yeah, I'm in a different state because he continuously has harassed me. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the protection order dismissed because he's blatantly admitted that he's basically abusing the protection order and has said blatantly on live, I'm harassing her just because I can, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Well, and like you send me his screen his account name or whatever. I have the app where it's got all the recordings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Leslie, who's in the box. What are you talking about? Probably about my kids that you know nothing about. I still have all rights, yet I choose not to live with them. Bro, hold on, baby. When you spend 15 years in addiction and you're surrounded by it, when I came to treatment here. I returned home twice and couldn't escape it. So since I was working when I was in treatment, I stayed here, was put on probation from back in 2020. So you can't just like up and move. Do you know how that works? You can't just like abscond probation.
You have to let them know, and
Pickles,
sometimes it can be a process for felony court.
It's definitely a process.
For misdemeanor, it's okay, you can move, but just let me know where you move to.
Right. Yeah, it's not. I'm on felony probation. I'm not even that pickles.
That's what I tried to explain to everybody, because at one point they were telling me that I was running from probation, and I'm like, no, misdemeanor probation is completely different from felony probation.
Yeah, misdemeanor probation, there's not even really anything to report to. Just if you get in any more trouble, like that's gonna like yeah, babe, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm just talking to this young lady about like she's got issues with like CPS and stuff, and how many, like how far away are you from where they are?
800 miles.
Oh, fucking hey, yeah. That's the gonna be the biggest issue with.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be upfront with them. Like, look, he's been harassing me since the day I got out of fucking jail. It was either that or end up back in jail.
So why are you saying that they won't? You said, are you trying to drop the protection order, or
I'm trying to get them to drop the protection order they have against me. So the state of Florida has a protection order against me because I violated a protection order that was from this state that he moved up to Florida or down to Florida with. So when he came back here, picked me up and took me back, and we got caught, I got arrested. I got bailed out the first time. Then I got arrested the second time because they found me again. And this time.
So he's still down here in Florida.
Yeah. And the state has started up a protection order against me. And it's so fucking confusing because I called the Delaware court where the protection order originally was and was like, were you guys aware that he moved out of state to the state of Florida? And they were like, no, we weren't aware. And I was like, well, what do I do about this? Because that's like, from what I've read, it's against the law. And they were like, you need to start a case in your state. No, I don't. You need to fucking take accountability for the fucking mistake you made.
How long have you not had your kids?
For almost 2 years.
Oh, damn.
This shit's been going on.
I mean, babe, you've got a fight on your hands. I mean, you truly do, unfortunately. Does he have any kind of record or anything? Or he's like...
His record seemingly has, like, disappeared. I can't even find the arrest from 2019 no more. From when we both got arrested.
And what does your, because unfortunately it does matter. What does your, like, record consist of?
Mine?
Actually, it doesn't matter that much. Let me take that back. I
have a lengthy in 2019, record, before the kids were born, it was domestic battery. And then after that, it was just violation of injunction from the protection order. So I've been years without committing, like, any type of crime. Like, I'm not a crime committing.
Does he have an open case on him or no?
He did, and that's when I got arrested, when he had the open case.
Yeah, no, don't, like, whatever you do, don't stop calling. But I mean, like, unfortunately, babe, like, which I don't know, does legal aid help in cases like this, y'all? Does anybody know if that's what it's called?
Like, someone told me to call the bar association and see if I could get a pro bono lawyer, because if I explain this to a lawyer, they're going to be like, I think he got a case. Like, I feel deep in my heart like I have a case. Between the two states, I have a case.
So at the end of the day, he got them how? Because you went to jail?
Because he had residential in Delaware. That's originally how he got them, because he had residential.
So did they come take the kids from you, or how did that work?
We were living together.
So why did you leave? Well, I mean, other than like
Because
you had
he's
to, but
abusive.
But you never reported the domestic violence?
I did. So originally I had went to the court and I filed a court case, and he coerced me to drop the court case. But see, they dropped it without prejudice, meaning everything that was brought up
Can't be brought back up.
It can
Can't be
be.
used against.
It
Without
can be.
prejudice, it means it can't be used against you
They
in the future,
didn't do
right?
without prejudice. They did. No, without prejudice means they can use everything. With prejudice means they can or can't. Hold on.
You sure it's not ass backward? I'm gonna look it up right quick.
Well, I was told basically by my case manager, basically she explained what the judge said to me was, I can't remember exactly because it was 2 years ago, that basically what the judge said is everything that was brought up today
It says without prejudice
can be
means
brought
you
up.
can speak freely in negotiations or legal situations without your words being used against you later in court.
So which one is it where you can speak?
So, I mean, I don't know if there's such thing as with prejudice. I guess there is but with prejudice, I guess it would
Whichever one it was, my case manager explained to me that later on, if I brought up another case against him, that all that evidence would also be used against him, basically. I don't remember if it was with prejudice or without
So it would
prejudice.
be with, it's a court case that is dismissed with prejudice means that it is dismissed permanently. What? A case dismissed with prejudice is over and done with once and for all. But I mean, that sounds like it's the same thing. So without prejudice, they can't bring it up against you, but with, it's just gone for good.
Hold on, let me look something.
Unfortunately, y'all, I'm afraid that she's going to have to break down and get a lawyer. She did say it was that she saw them in October is what she told me. But she was saying that she, I guess, was separated from them 2 years ago.
Yes. Okay. What I'm saying is 2 years ago, around, not quite 2 years ago. So, okay. This past summer, H decided to move back to, or fall. H decided to move back to Florida without.
Yeah, man. Like I would like minus all this bullshit. Like just do what you have to do. Take this next many months, this next however long you have to. Get a job. Stack
So
your
basically,
money,
there's no custody order, which
move
means
in
I can
silence,
start a custody.
and then
case.
go yank your kids up. Well, I mean, like I don't like that's a harsh thing to say. Like I believe
that's basically what it is, yanking them the fuck up.
Well, I mean, you have every rights to them too, like just like him. But like at the same time, the kids, they if they're not in danger, they're used to being where they are. They're used, I believe in shared rights if both parents are wanting to be there. But like obviously, is it an option for you to move back to Florida ever?
I'm never moving back to Florida. Florida is not for women. The last time I called them because he put his hands on me, we both got arrested for domestic violence. And he had a mark right here smack dab in the middle of his fucking forehead because I threw a fucking shoe at him. And it whacked him right here. And knocked him the fuck out. But since then he's strangled me. He's
So
pulled
what are you
break.
contacting CPS for if they're not involved in? Just curious.
I don't know. Everybody keeps telling me call CPS and see what their I guess
Listen, there's motions you can
finalization
file with the
was.
court. You at this point, if they're not involved, you don't need them involved, and don't get them involved by any means. Like they're the last people you want involved technically. There's motions you can file with the court that you can do yourself as
Okay.
far as like your rights or your visitations, whether that, like at this point it doesn't seem like
There
there's
is an open case, but I was told the case was closed by somebody.
you just need your rights just as much as he has his rights. And I mean, if there's nothing like really keeping you from them besides the distance, I mean, do you have like transportation? Because once you get your rights, he would be mandated and required to meet you halfway to pick them up for the summers or whatever else.
I could get transportation. It's not that hard for me to.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not involved, I would keep them not involved. I
I'm
would just
thinking
like,
about trying to go through the court and possibly getting a guardian ad litem
right,
for the kids
right.
because they can't make decisions on their own and their father doesn't know how to make a peaceful decision. And so somebody has to make a decision that's best for the kids.
Someone said you need to call Jackie. She knows it.
Jackie. Jackie. I don't have her number.
And if this guy, if the dad has, knows that you're on TikTok and can watch your TikTok, like I would definitely just move in silence. I wouldn't really talk much about it. Do whatever
I'm
you have to
just trying to
do.
figure out basically what's going on, like what the court order itself says right now. And then getting a job. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not moving forward with anything right now, as of right now. So,
Do you make anything on here? Like, do you battle or anything?
I make a little bit, but I don't make a lot. I have subscriptions. So, like, if people subscribe to my
Why don't you start? Why don't you like start like moving outside of like talking about your kids every day with people and like start battling some and like doing things like that until you can get a job? Because I mean, I live stream and I'm aware enough to know that like, most of my gifts don't come until I battle. I don't battle steadily or anything, but that's just when it, typically does. I wouldn't speak too much on here because if he knows your every
I did
move,
get in the Creator Fund. I got in the Creator Fund, TikTok shop, and the subscription thing. So my
have you
life's a
got
lot
any
of
samples
times
yet?
now.
Have you got any samples from TikTok shop or applied for them?
I've applied for a few. I am waiting to get approved.
I know supposedly that hydro jug, I did the TikTok shop thing too, and I never made videos, so it just kind of kicked me
There's
out
no
of it.
court order in the state of Florida, meaning there's no custody. When that order expired on the 25th of November, so did the custody agreement. That's what people don't get. He don't have custody anymore. It's 50-50.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him be aware. I wouldn't say much of anything of what your plans are out in the open because, I mean, if he's aware of what you're doing, he could always be one step ahead of you. CPS is one group of crooked motherfuckers, I'll tell you that, but there's only but so much they can do.
Hold on. I'm trying to prove a point. Give me 1 second.
Definitely move in silence. You don't want him to be aware of what you're doing and, like, shit, the fucking attorneys are going to cost a fortune, bro. The only way really to get them from him directly right now, and unless you file a motion with the courts to get your rights and blah, 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 which you don't understand how you're saying the place isn't big enough now, because from what I heard, most places now, like, it used to be kids had to have their own room or their own bed, and like boys and girls couldn't share rooms together.
That's how it
like
is in Delaware, where
Okay,
I
see,
live.
I know. Listen, it's tons and tons of money for freaking custody battles and shit.
Hold on, guys. I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah, usually it ends up that way. It was that way in North Carolina. That's where I'm originally from. I now live in Miami temporarily, but people's assumptions with me and my kids are always, oh, she lost her kids, she's not with her kids. I moved away from my sobriety, y'all. I was on Fetty at the very end of my addiction. Did everything under the sky, and it was either move away or unalive myself with addiction. 2 years sober, and now I'm waiting to be approved to move back home. People, places, and things. That's what they say, right?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I'm trying to find the
Yeah, I mean, they won't even take them. Like, your house cannot have power, and as long as you have water and things like that, like, they'll leave them. Well, that's how it was. Like, I've done my fair share of research on CPS for sure. Thank you so much, Rosa. Thank you. Thank you, Jules. Congrats, average. Or not your average. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, y'all. I mean, I lived in the addiction life for 15 years, not just a little addiction. I was an IV user and everything. I never IV'd H or Fetty because I was too scared, but like deep, deep, deep in addiction. So my kids stayed with my mom while I came into treatment. Do you see someone requesting? They're asking to come up.
who?
It's NJ Spicy Life.
Got
Hey,
it.
girly.
Hey.
Okay, so yeah, Leslie knows me. I'm the other Leslie. This is my backup because I got a band last night. Okay, so you're gonna have to do a junction,
Okay.
and what I mean by that is, as bad as you don't want to, you have to go file a motion in Florida because that's where the children's residence is,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna have to do a interstate compact
Okay, what is that?
so you can move interstate. You get it? So you can move with them.
Okay. And how long would that possibly take, or could I get that while getting...
It depends. And listen, these people,
Yes, parenting classes. Do those too.
Mandy,
Get them out of the way.
please don't clip any of this, Mandy. She's had enough hell as it is. Please don't clip it. I can search around like I live in New Jersey. Obviously, look at the name.
Right.
Okay, so an interstate compact, it's like through the jurisdictions, okay? It can take X amount of time or it could take a real long time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It depends. And bet your sweet ass that motherfucker.
I guess they're telling you guys to message me privately about it. I mean,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
I'll
So that the
even
dad
send you
don't
my
hear it,
number.
yeah.
I don't mind.
Okay.
And I can possibly help you with an attorney.
Okay.
Don't fucking tell nobody.
I won't. I'm not.
You just told everybody.
I mean, if or when I do. If or when I do.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't tell anybody because
you're
what?
gonna have to have two.
My parents are not. They don't want to pay for one, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get through this without one.
Well, I mean, facts are, if us, women unite together, and like if we see you doing the things that you have to do, and see you putting up the fight for your kids,
Yeah.
you could start a GoFundMe, like, and forward the lawyer funds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like anybody would have to see you do their own progress yourself first. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
I just put in another application today for Family Dollar. My stepdad said he had a friend whose daughter worked there who was a coworker of his, so that should be a guaranteed job.
I know all too well it's hard to get a job. I definitely know that. Like,
Let's keep our fingers crossed, guys.
Can I suggest something?
Yes.
Parenting classes.
Yeah,
Do
that's
it
what I said. Yeah.
yourself. Do it
Yeah, do the
yourself.
parent. Yeah.
Okay, seeing how you have this battery charge. Take a fucking, what do you call it? Help me out here. Anger management. Anger management.
Oh, I already have to do that for probation. So I have things I have to do for probation as well.
Don't wait until the last minute.
Oh, I'm not. I plan on next month starting my classes. I just need to get a little bit of extra money going. So I'm hoping I get my job soon. So that way I can use my job money to pay for it instead of what I'm trying to save.
Okay, and do you know you can run a FOIA as long as it's not for malicious intent? You can run a FOIA and get the FOIA of his open cases.
Okay.
Or his closed cases.
Okay.
It's gonna take time, sweetheart, but like I promise.
I'm willing to put in the time and the work. So
most importantly, pray. Like pray.
Yeah.
Grow closer with him. I'm not holier than thou, but like I never thought after my addiction I'd get clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living
Mandy
a great
says
life.
she
I'm living a
already has the FOIA on him.
Mandy, will you send that to her or me? Mandy,
I think
I'm
I
friends
have
with
it,
you.
but I might have to have you send it to me again. So if you could send it to me one more time, I might ask again. But I'm trying to compact a file on Google Docs. That file is fat as fuck already.
Follow me, so if I send you messages or anything, they come through to you.
Okay.
I know you
And
feel
Mexican
like
Mexican homie has so much fucking shit on H.
Mexican homie, don't talk to me.
I know you feel like you're at a
Mexican homie has his eyes on me anymore. He used to at one point, but I think everybody just started to realize that I was mentally drained down. I was burnt out. I was doing what the fuck I could to survive at the time. And although I said I take accountability for all the shit that's been pulled on me, you know, like being streamed and shit, I take accountability for all that because I brought that on myself by acting a fucking fool half the time. But when you're not mentally stable and you're struggling, acting like a normal human being is like the last thing on your mind.
Mandy has to be careful who she hands that FOIA to because it was given to her. And if it's put out with malicious intent, she's fucked.
Now, like, I'm not saying, of course, I'm not telling you to forget about your kids, never that, but focus on you first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to get you right first before you can get anything right for your kids. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, but I promise, like, continue doing your lives. Don't focus so much on them as you do yourself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen you for a while. I've recently followed you, and you know, every time I have seen your live, it's everybody talking about your kids. Try to redirect it off of that. Try to start doing battles or doing whatever, because like as long as you're mentally solely just focused on that, it's gonna keep you down. You know what I mean? Like it like killed me to move 12 hours away.
I like redirected the whole chat by like paying attention to my hair. It was it was a wreck. It was sticking up in all types of different ways. I looked like fucking Jimmy Neutron.
Do you have a therapist or anything?
I do. I'm currently going to a therapist, but I don't like her. I'm getting ready to find a new one. I really don't like her.
So, I mean, make sure, you know, you keep like which it's documented. So, I mean, that'll help you too, right? Because they're going to make you do probably mental health evaluations.
I was
Yes,
about
I
to say
have
that.
to do that due to probation as well. So
Right.
that's not something that I can get away with not doing.
You're going to be on a busy schedule,
Oh,
and
Angie has a good point.
Well, there's multiple
yeah, no, I
of those
wouldn't either.
stores.
People, you have quite a many haters here. Like I've seen, you've got a lot of women here for you, but everybody's got haters,
A
and
lot, yeah.
that
We do.
people love to
But
try
let's
to
just pray
tear
that
you
I
down.
get either this one or the other one that I have.
If not, I promise you'll get one. Just don't give up. Don't give up, like, trying.
They secretly love me. They're in love.
You can definitely turn this around. I promise. Like it's not.
Like,
It
they were
seems like
your
the end of the
biggest
world,
haters.
but it
You can
isn't.
make them your biggest supporters.
I can. And then if it's not good enough, well, F you. Okay, I tried.
You're not doing it for these people online. You're doing it
Yeah,
for your
no.
babies.
Exactly.
You're doing it for your babies.
And then once people see you, like, making progress and moving along, and and then say you need help with an attorney, make a fucking GoFundMe. Whether however much, even if you've only got $100 on that fucking GoFundMe, $100 is towards that. But I mean, like, you've got 327 people in here listening and
Girl,
watching.
get off of rugs before anything. Girl, I'm not on rugs.
Oh, that's people and their assumptions. Just let them assume.
Like, that's
Let 'em assume.
wild. Like, baby girl, look at my eyeballs. No substances over here.
So you used to be an addict,
Yeah.
or was an addiction? How long have you been
H
clean?
and E. So both of them do the complete opposite to the eyes. H is pinpoint. E makes your pupils all big.
Like EXX?
Yeah.
I mean, I went from like R30s and morphs and Dilaudid and things like that, and then I went to eyes, and then I went from eyes to age, and then from H to Fetty throughout the 15 years.
From H. I got clean from that July 4th, 2024. And then I did E for a really short period of time.
This January, this person
Last
says,
May.
I have some clothes, perfumes, makeup I can send if you have the place you'd like it sent.
Yes, I would love that.
How sweet. How sweet.
I'm gonna have to get a P.O. box for you guys so you guys can send me stuff.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Make
Why
wish
were your
lists,
kids
do
removed?
whatever.
They were not removed. There is a difference between removed, relinquished rights, giving up your rights.
He just physically has them right now.
He
And
said
let me
follow
tell
her
you,
back.
he physically has them right now. So really, she's not. It's not said that she can't pick them up from school and shit. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
She could
Yeah,
get
I mean, 'cause it
possession
sounds
of them,
like
and
it.
there's not a motherfucking thing he can do about it.
The thing that's keeping her away right now is the distance, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
are
mean, even
not.
more so, like, minus that, like, you still, in order to do right by them, you have to get yourself right. So, like, we're gonna, put that out of the equation. Try to pretend, like, these people, the ones that are here for you, okay? Like, they'll show their face, and you'll know.
We're not giving bad advice. There's no custody order in place. Therefore, I can go see my kids if I really wanted to. Even when she was in Florida, she didn't pick them up or try. Excuse me, I picked my kids up every day from school.
Oh, so you know that don't care, correct? Because you were there.
Like a whole 2 months before my daughter started riding the bus, and I was always there at the bus stop, dropping her off and picking her up. I didn't know you were there and up my ass the entire time.
Kylie, can I tell you to do something? Make an Amazon wish list.
I did. It's in my bio.
Did you follow January?
No, let me do that. I'm following you back, January.
Oh, thanks, Amy.
Exactly. People always saw me walking back from the bus stop with them.
Just like make your mind up, like search for a job, even find a church. Church is a good place for like what word am I looking for?
Because last week I didn't have the court order in my possession for the protection order. Now I do have the protection order, and the protection order does not state or name my children, therefore they're not a subject in the protection order. So
at the end of the day, if she's doing what's right, then there's nothing that could keep her away from her kids. Of course, right now the space in between them, of course, but she just has to pick up the pieces to put her life. And babe, I'm going on 2 years here. Okay, I'm 41 years old. Like I said, the addiction for 15 years. I had to give up everything for my sobriety. And I'm still working on that, right? Like, I'm still renting a single fucking room, right? I've never lived like this. So don't get frustrated. It's far too easy to get frustrated and want to just throw up your hands and give up. But, like, how do they say it? Like, most people want to give up right before the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just when the breakthrough is going to happen is when most of us step back and throw up our hands. Just don't.
I'm not planning on doing that. I plan on
Cannot, Jamie. She said, but you said a week ago you couldn't see them or talk to them on the phone, but now you can. I'm confused.
I never
Do her friends have a phone? Or, I mean, do her kids have a phone? Because I'm pretty sure she would have to call him to get in contact.
Yeah, I would.
Connect the dots.
And people are so quick to judge, like, like so quick to judge. I don't know her story. There may be someone in here that does know the lengths of her story.
Yeah, he calls my mom. I'm not talking to him. And 9 times out of 10, when he calls my mom, the kids aren't even around. My mom ain't even talking to the kids. He's talking to my mother. So
Who? The baby daddy?
yeah,
That's weird.
he be trying to talk. Girl, he be trying to ruin everything.
Is he dating anyone?
No, but he need to find somebody.
Yeah, because it seems like he's still holding on to the thought of you.
He's obsessed.
Is he sober?
Yeah. Okay, sounds good, January Joy.
That's sweet. That's sweet. What state are you in?
I'm in Delaware.
Where is that? Delaware.
Right beside New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you followed me back, right?
I think so, yeah.
I've been seeing you. I will see you. If you ever like have questions or like if I don't know answers, we can figure. What happened?
Nothing. I can still hear you talking.
But things will fall through.
I know what Mandy has.
Follow me back, Kylie.
I did.
I'll send you my main account. I'll send you my number.
Okay.
I have hella shit too. Like, I have too much shit.
Unless someone's had to live without your kids, you don't know what it's like. I know what it's like. Gratefully, I'm not having to fight for mine. But I have been involved more than once, numerous times.
He doesn't have custody, Candace.
Thank you, Sandra. Who? Well, I mean, technically he does then, right?
I don't think so. I think it's 50-50.
Is he on the birth certificate?
Yep.
Okay.
Only for one of them. The other one, the system was down and he needed to be there to handwrite it. And he wasn't there and they wouldn't let me do it. And so, or he had to sign something, a paper, and he wasn't there to sign it.
Again, move in silence, and I will send you my number. And if there's, maybe if you feel comfortable, we can talk off the app. Like this, I feel like as far as conversations, as far as the kids and what's going on with that, should be not talked about much, because if he has a TikTok and he's calling, I guarantee you he's probably watching right now. And you don't want him to know your moves.
And I'm sure She Extra is recording me now.
You will learn. Be careful, like the details you tell people until you know for certain you can trust them. But even then, like, still be careful. But things will fall together. Things. How long have you been out of jail?
I was a month, December 20th.
Well, she says that a month, so not long. So yeah, all this is still fresh then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you say what you went for?
What?
To jail.
Yeah, violation of a protection order.
Oh, okay.
But this is the new one that they put against me while I was in jail.
I know she knows he has a TikTok. But she says that the order, well, whatever, says that it's without prejudice, meaning that nothing in the past can be held against her in the future. As far as all, is that with the
Not
protection
mine.
order?
No, his was when, okay, so when I dropped mine against him, I was coerced. But I didn't tell them that.
Right.
And I should have told them that he coerced me. But I was afraid of what he would do because we were living together at the time, because I didn't have nowhere else to live.
Right.
So, and then a couple days later, he went and filed for one against me. And that's the one that carried over into Florida. Well, that one has expired, and now the state of Florida had already started one up while I was in jail. So on top of the one that was already started, on top of the one that was already started but was getting ready to end, the 25th of November.
So they just
started a
renewed
new
it.
one.
So they renewed it, in other words.
They didn't renew it because it wasn't from their state, so they had to draw up a whole new thing for the state.
So I don't know how that works, because I've never been in like DVs and stuff like that, or I mean, I have, but I've never like legally got involved with things like that.
Right.
Do you have to go to court or anything for the one they started or whatever?
No,
I
was never like told to go to court, never got my chance to speak, never got to tell my side, nothing.
So how do you know it's in effect or there? How do you know anything
Because
about
they
it?
delivered it to the jail, and then they said in court, we're still in the process of getting
Well, though, I guess
order.
so you went to jail for violating it, right? So I guess it makes sense that they would make a new one, I guess, or put it back into play or whatever.
Well, yeah, because that one was getting ready to run out. And so
Right.
they were like,
Yeah.
oh, let's start a new one. But it wasn't really needed because I wasn't even violent when they picked me up. There, like, nothing, at no point in the last few months had they picked me up had I been violent.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's, that's where, what they say goes as far as the quote unquote victim. If they say that you did something, I could call right now. My old man's asleep, and I
Well,
could, like,
no, he even said that I wasn't violent.
hey, JoJo.
He even said that I hadn't put my hands on anybody or anything like that. No, in the police report, it doesn't say anything where I put my hands on anybody or anything. It doesn't say any of that. It doesn't say anybody said anything.
So is it a no contact order instead of like a domestic violence thing?
It's a protection order. Which is why I'm so confused, because I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even violent when y'all picked me up the last 2 times. And why are you saying bullcrap that I wasn't violent? because if I was violent, they would have stated that in the
If you'll
police
mod me, I'll
report.
block them.
No,
At least
they're
mute them.
good.
I hate
But
people that know so much and know nothing.
I didn't put my hands on anybody, like, when they came and, like, arrested me, nothing like that. Like, so I'm not understanding.
So, but how did you get in violation for it if y'all were in different states? Because of contacting or something?
No, because he came and got me. He came and picked me up. He basically railroaded me. He told me that it was dropped. So I was under the assumption at first that it was dropped. Then we got pulled over because I pulled over on the side of the road and it was an undercover cop behind us. And I pulled over and they kept going because they couldn't pull over right behind us. Otherwise, they would have hit us. So they went up the road, turned around, and came back with their lights on. And that's the first time I got arrested for it. But like I said, at that time, that was the first time, I didn't know the protection order was still active because, like I said, H said that he had dropped it. So I was under the assumption that the one here in Delaware that transferred over to Florida that I got in trouble for, the one that I got arrested twice for.
How old is this man?
48.
Oh, son of a bitch. What the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this man's got like a control issue, huh?
Uh-huh. And he's also said blatantly on live, I'm not co-parenting with her. She can either be with me or she doesn't get to have a part in the kids' lives. Period. Were his words.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat, do y'all have his account? His account name?
It's
I don't
called
know if she can.
It's Ghost Stop 1 or Clown 2 Face.
Hold on.
Clown the number 2 and then face. Yeah, it's more than a control issue. It's like an obsession.
He sounds like a two-face.
Oh, he for sure got a 2 face. The second face nobody fucking sees. And he's also openly admitted on live to strangling me. But yet I'm still the problem to a lot of people.
So ghost face?
No, just Clown 2 Face.
Like the number 2?
Yeah, Clown number 2 Face. His profile picture is like red.
Yeah, how long y'all been together? How old was this man when y'all got together? What the hell's going on?
Well, I was 17 when we first started.
What the fuck? Yeah, something like this. What? Yeah, let's not ever go back to him and let's get the kids away from him. Do y'all have like something's wrong with this man? So if you said he's what, 48?
Yes. Yeah, he's 48 now.
So he was knocking 40 when y'all got together. He was like 37, 38 when y'all got together as a teenager.
It was just right a month or a couple, like I think it was like 2 weeks before I turned 18, I started talking to him.
And you're what? You said what, 20, how old?
I'm 26.
Now? 26?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucking A, dude. So he was 40 then, pretty much.
Damn
he was
near.
40.
His birthday is in November, so just damn near.
Yeah, that's not okay. That's not normal at all. I mean, I get it that, whatever, but that's not fucking okay.
He's 48 now. Why in the world did you get with an old man? I thought he was rich. But just be honest. He groomed me to think that he had money and that he could basically take, all the things a young girl at that age, wants. And money is one of them. And he was not rich. He was poor. Just simply put.
How old are the kids now?
They are 6 and 4.
And they girls or boys?
Both. Which is why I've always told my daughter that the way her dad treats me isn't love.
Yeah,
My
this story
daughter,
just
like,
gets
sees
more
her
and more
dad's
and
words
more
against
interesting.
me when I would talk to her on the phone before all this. She'd be like, my daddy says you don't love him. So he's weaponizing the kids against me at this very moment.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
As we speak, whatever he's saying to them, you should tell your son that so he doesn't think it's okay to do it to another girl. I've told him that too, but he's 4 years old. You can't look at a 4-year-old and be like, the way your dad treats me is not love. He ain't gonna fucking understand. He's gonna look at me like,
I
okay.
don't agree with the parents talking about other parents regardless. Like, you know, my kid's dad's a whole piece of shit, but I'll never, like, tell them that to their face. Like, it's up to them to, like, make their own perception of what they think of him. I'm not going to try to instill any kind of hate in my girls' minds
Like,
about
I told my
anybody.
daughter, like, me and her were supposed to go to the alligator farm in St. Augustine, me and her. And her dad didn't want us to go. And so I said, well, we're going to have to wait. And she said, why? And I said, because your dad. And he thought that I was being negative by saying that. How is it me negative by saying your dad? You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
he's gonna. What's your name? Like, do you say it on here? Your first name?
Kai. That's what everybody
Kai?
calls me. Yeah, Kai.
Um, you've just got to do what you have to do. Like, at the end of the day, like, it don't seem like that's the place that they need to be.
D, why are you in my live?
It just don't sound normal.
And better yet, why the fuck are you sharing it? You want to be so diehard support him all up in his fucking comments.
Yeah, like Rosa said, like, don't match his energy. Don't return the favor until then. Like, if he says something about you, just shrug it off. Like, be the bigger person, even though he should be the bigger person. He's like, he definitely knows better. This shit is like fucked up as hell.
Okay, Goober and Pop Rocks, just because y'all don't see what he does to them behind closed doors doesn't mean that he don't be doing shit to them as well.
What do you mean?
Like, hitting them and shit.
Oh, hell no. See? I ain't never in my life. Hell no. I don't even, my kids ain't, sadly, they ain't never got a whooping. I mean, I don't say that sadly, but, you know, actually, I take my oldest one, like, at 17, I feel like, you know, sometimes, like, she's definitely got a mouth on her, but don't quit. But still, like, I don't, that young, I don't.
First of all, y'all never saw me lay a hand on my child, so you can't say for sure that I ever hit my kid. Second, I never had my kids on camera because of the fact y'all like to fucking take shit and just run with it and spread fucking bullshit ass lies and rumors about shit.
Popping a hand or something, the little whole no thing is one thing, but like, are we hitting?
Like they always get on me about the time I threw a shoe. They think that I threw the shoe at my child. I did not throw the shoe at my child. I threw the shoe at my dog who was going for the peanut butter sandwich in my kid's hand.
I mean, people always make up their own, like, scenario of things and their own narrative. Like, no matter what, people's going to make up their own narrative of shit. Trust and believe, I get it. I got a misdemeanor child abuse charge whenever I went to jail and prison this last time. It was June 14th of 2022 is when I got the charge. Why? Because when the probation came and raided my house, and it was very minute amount, but they found my substances, right? So since the children were in the home, I got 2 counts of misdemeanor child abuse. Um, the worst charge I could have ever got. I hate it. I still hate it to this day. People's like, oh, they wouldn't have gave her a misdemeanor child abuse charge if that's all it was. 100% that's all it was. I've never laid a hand on my kids, much less abused my kids in any way. Now that I'm sober and look back, like I can see, like that's my biggest regret is the time I didn't take, right? Like, because my mind was always focused on my substances and everything else.
Don't care. How about watch the video where my daughter says H hit her?
I just saw that video actually where you were getting them off the bus or whatever, right? Like I just scrolled across that video. I was going to ask you about it, but then I was like, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
She said she had a bruise on her.
and she said, Daddy, not. She said, I got a bruise on my leg.
Oh man, like CPS and shit. CPS is no joke. They make up that's why I said, like, if they're not involved, I'd be very cautious about getting them involved.
Right.
When I did my amount of research on them, you know that CPS is paid and mandated to place so many kids per, I don't remember if it was like quarter or whatever, however their system works. They are mandated to have so many kids placed within like a however long in their year or whatever. Kids with special needs and things like that, people make more money off of. They're paid to adopt kids out. Yes, the quota. Yes. And that's fucking disgusting. That is fucking disgusting.
You want to know what the worst part about it is? Is I literally texted my CPS worker telling her that I was trying to get out of the abusive relationship with the kids and I needed resources. And she only gave me one fucking resource. And they didn't even have any beds.
Don't do that again. Like, don't. If you can avoid contacting CPS, don't ever do that.
Well, this was when CPS was already involved.
No, it's not true, Tootie. Not at all.
And, everybody was telling me to ask her for resources because I already had a caseworker because I was already involved with CPS. So I asked her, and she knew, even my CPS worker knew that I wasn't supposed to be there.
But I'd hate to think, like, I think, that there's probably some good ones that, like, possibly even go into that field for that reason because there's so many shitty people. I'd like to think that there are some good ones out there, but, like, most of them, like, they just don't give a damn.
Yep.
The kids are nothing more to the people but, like, paychecks. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, the kids that need to be taken, they leave. The kids that don't need to be taken are yanked out of their loving, caring homes, tossed around the system, and nothing the parents do will ever be enough.
Yep.
Especially if it's a young child that they can adopt out.
Yep.
And if you furthermore, like, don't learn your laws, and if you let them run all over you, but me, like, that's what I said, like, I have been involved, but, like, this is where, I was doing ICE at the time, so, like, I was already up for days, but I was up and fixated on the laws and what CPS was doing and what was legal and what wasn't legal. For CPS to, how they do the whole, oh, do you have anywhere we could place your kids, what do they call it, the temporary placement order? That's illegal as fuck. It's not up to them. Like, if there's no court order, like, they coerce you into placing your kids with family while all of this goes on, because they tell you if you don't place them, then they're going to put them in foster care. Illegal as fuck. Illegal as fuck.
I literally had a fucking person say that if I didn't let them in to look at my home, that they had a right to take my kids. I said, when you show up to my door with a court order saying you can take my kids, that's when you could take my kids.
And it's not,
I said, but just because I won't let you in my fucking house to look doesn't mean that you have every right to fucking take my kids. Now please escort yourself off my fucking property.
And I bet they never came back with the court order.
they literally, because Harry, my baby dad, was going to let him in and they already talked to him, they waited off of my property on the side of the